Hi guys, how's it going? This is Nicky from Production Axe here. Today we're going to take a look at how to make a rumble bass line, but not on the usual way when we're putting on an audio channel. We're going to actually use the sends channels and we're going to place a reverb and a bit of EQ8 on it. It's a very unique and cool way to make this, and it gives so much room between the kick and the bass. It's my favourite way to use these rumble basses. So let's dive into Ableton and I'm going to show you exactly how we can do it. Right guys, so now we're inside of Ableton and I've got this kick here. What we're going to do here is we're going to use these sends channels on the right here and we're going to bring the reverb through that there. And how we're going to do this, we're going to just create a new return track, alright? And we're going to add a reverb and an EQ8, and that's all. Right, first of all, this is going to be determined. It's the pre-delay that we're going to be working with here. The pre-delay means that it's going to delay the signal to however many milliseconds that we set it to here. So in order to find the best possible position for a pre-delay, meaning when the actual reverb signal comes through, we're going to go to this site here called Tuneform, and what it does is it tells you exactly the exact milliseconds of every step of the bar. So let's just say 126. It tells us that every quarter note, 476 milliseconds the kick hits, and half of that is an eighth note, which is 238. So what we want to do here is remember the BPM of our track. It all depends on the BPM of your track with this technique here. We're at 128, so it shows 469 milliseconds is every single kick, and we want to place our reverb exactly halfway. So it's like kick, bass, boom, 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 boom. So that's going to be the eighth note, and that is saying 234 milliseconds, alright? So we know it's 234 milliseconds, so let's go back into Ableton, and we're going to set a pre-delay here to 234 milliseconds. And that's took us exactly to halfway, so that'll probably take us right here, halfway between the kick and the bass. Okay, so this is our sends channels, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it, then I'm going to start raising sends channel number 5, because that's where we are here. I'm going to start raising it up to the very top and you'll start to hear the signal coming through. Remember, on sends channels you always want to have your effects up to 100%. So let's play it and bring the reverb up. Can you see how it's hitting exactly on the offbeat, which is perfect? I know it doesn't sound like a proper rumble bass right now, but we're going to fix that inside the reverb on the sends channel. So obviously there's too much high frequencies in it. So what we want to do here is go to this input filter and we're going to bring it down and take out all these highs. So let's take a listen now. You can make it as dark as you want. What we can do also is this diffusion network here. We can grab this number 2 and we can bring it down as if it's cutting all the higher frequencies as well. And basically this is just to your liking here. You can open it up or you can shut it. It's just whatever you feel is necessary. There's no rules. And by this stage, it's just a matter of taste, just to try and make it dark as you can or whatever. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to push the reflect up a bit and the diffuse, maybe play around with the stereo and the size and maybe the decay as well, and then I'll move on to the EQ. So I just want to get it to how I'm liking it. Sounds about right to me. Right, so on the EQ, all we need to do is duck a few of the the boxy frequencies, and we're probably going to bring a high cut in and cut out any higher frequencies that's showing up. So let's first of all take out the boxy frequencies, run about 300 odd. And I think we're going to bring in a high cut here. And there is your rumble. Simple as that. It's very smooth and very spacious. So definitely apply that technique to your productions.